It's January 1st, 2022. Seems like I haven't seen you guys since last year. As you see, a lot of things aren't going to change. I'm still going to have corny jokes. The world's still going to be a shit show. Mr. X is still going to survive it by continuing to drink as we did partying last night with the New Year's Eve video. Make sure to check that out if you haven't. And we're still going to do this regular segment on the first day of every month. It is time for Xtreme Xpos. That's right, we get to find out about all the cool stuff going on in the upcoming month. So grab your drink, you may still have one from last night, and cheers. As the Xtreme channel is pushed, thank you for tuning in this new shitty year. Now, it hasn't been shitty that yet, at least I don't think so. But I'm just guessing based on the pattern of the last few years, it's not going to be that great. However, the Xtreme channel has some great stuff coming for you guys. Today we're going to discuss, did I stick to my budget of 2 statues per month in December? Hell no, I didn't. What were my favorite pieces that arrived? And we had some awesome ones. There is nothing with hashtag restraint. So if you're new to the channel, hashtag restraint is something we talk about regarding statues I want to buy, but I pretended to be an adult because there weren't any. I just bought them. And lastly, we're going to look at all the cool happenings in the month of January. So let's kick it off looking at what I bought in the month of December. And it started off bad on December 1st buying this Prime 1 Studio Gypsy Danger Pacific Rim statue. I actually do regret buying this now, so I have hashtag regret instead of hashtag restraint because it really won't go well with anything in my collection, although it does look incredibly badass. Then I fell victim to Sideshow Seconds. So Seconds.Sideshow is a website where they sell Sideshow pieces or Sideshow distributed pieces for a discount because there's something wrong with the box. So I first fell victim to the Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer Tweeterhead. And I did a video where I compared this to Sideshow's original one. Another regret, I didn't need to buy that one. But then I fell victim again when Jerry Bourne screwed me by letting me know they had Sentinel number 2. And this is the one I wasn't planning on getting. I wanted Sentinel number 1. However, this was $180 off, so I could not resist that. So now I have number 2 and 3, and I'm on the wait list for number 1. Now that I have 2 of them, I need some of those awesome proximity pieces, right? So yeah, I bought like 6 of those. But don't worry, it only gets worse from there. I also bought 2 life-size statues. First, the Queen Studios Balrog. I think this is amazing, and I love that the edition size was only $99. I did buy the big one. I did buy it with the base. And we're going to talk about that in an upcoming video. Hold on to that. Because I also bought Queen Studios Spider-Man Infinity War. This life-size statue is going to go right next to the Mark 7 that I bought the previous month. So yes, I know this looks like I'm not really retiring, but I promise you, I am trying to. And I'm still going to sell a whole bunch of statues. Again, hold on to that. We'll talk about that in a second. As a disclaimer, I'm actually filming this more than a week in advance, and holidays are coming up, which means a lot more alcohol. So there could be more added to the list, but if so, we'll just pretend that doesn't happen. But I do want to talk about some of the awesome pieces that arrived in December. Some of the favorites in my collection. And if you missed it, at the end of last year, we did favorite statues that arrived in 2021, and a lot of these were actually on those lists. Before we look at those, please make sure you've not only liked this video, but you've subscribed to the channel and hit that bell notification. Because the next 2 videos, and remember, we release content at least every other day, if not more often here, are about my most anticipated statues in 2022. And then we're still selling off a bunch of the collection as well. So a little over a week from now, we're going to have another for sale video that's going to have a ton of Marvel and DC characters on there. So yet again, another reason to subscribe to the channel so you're first to know, because a lot of those actually sell very fast. But my 3 favorite pieces that arrived in December. First has to be this custom Null on Throne. Absolutely amazing piece, blew away my expectations and then some. One of my favorite customs, as you saw in the countdown, and I just can't wait to get more into Null because I also pre-ordered the Omnibus that comes out in I think May of this year, which will be pretty cool. But my second favorite was XM Studios Grimlock, and I'm actually looking at him right now as I'm talking to you guys about this guy. This guy is massive. He looks fantastic next to Devastator, and today hopefully Soundwave is actually supposed to arrive, so you may have seen a video on him already. But if you want to see what Grimlock looks like facing off against Devastator, check out the Xtreme channel's social media. There's TikTok and Instagram and a webpage and Facebook. The link for that is in the description below. But my favorite piece was kind of a dark horse, and if you saw my favorite pieces, this one was number 1, so it shouldn't be a surprise. XM Studios King Predator on Throne. This is one that I wasn't sure if it'd even make the countdown. Then it's like, yeah, this will be on the countdown. And then every day it's like, man, this needs to be higher and higher and higher. And it really shocked me. And as you guys know, I have another Predator on Throne. It's this custom piece right here. They're sitting right next to each other. And I'm going to do a comparison video in the month of January for both of those. Although as a spoiler, the XM Studio probably will win. So I'm very excited today. Like I said, I hate to spoil the real magic for you, but this is filmed about a week and a half in advance. In about an hour, I go to No Way Home. So I'm really excited to see that. And I will post my thoughts on a blog on the Xtremechannel.com webpage. But for now, some exciting stuff happening in January. I do have 1 or 2 trips coming up, so I'll still deliver you guys content on a regular basis. All 3 of my children have birthdays because Cinco de Mayo at my house is an awesome time. Some of you got that. Huge holiday party I'm hosting. What's it like to work for Mr. X? Well, I'll tell you, open bar and prime rib and thousands of dollars in giveaways. But more importantly, we should have a bunch of cool-ass high-end collectibles hitting this table so we can do reviews for you guys. So some of these I have tracking on, and the rest are scheduled to come in the month of January. Let's dive right in, looking at some of these pieces, and some of them have been stuck on a container for 3 or 4 months. So I'm very anxious to get them. But the first one that will hopefully arrive is one that's probably been on this video for 9 or 10 months, Prime One Studios Sentinel Prime. This one shipped out like 8 months ago, so hopefully it will come. I'm very excited, although in about a year from now, I will be selling my entire Bayformer collection. Don't message me now. They're not for sale now, but I'll be able to enjoy this guy for about a year. I have tracking on this custom Vision. Very excited about this piece, even though I no longer collect Avengers. I am selling this to my very good collecting friend here where I live, Jerry, who I call my grandpa. He's really not my grandpa, but he will enjoy this fantastic piece. Prime One Skull Knight has also been on a boat for the last few months, so hopefully it arrives in the month of January. I have a special display built for him. He's going to look phenomenal, along next to Conrad, which hopefully will arrive as well. I've been waiting for him. Same exact scenario, stuck on a boat for the last 4 or 5 months or so. These are bought from different retailers, but I believe they actually share some shipping logistics, so they should come at the same time. Prime One Studios showed that their Casca is about to ship. Again, I don't know how to pronounce these because I read them. I mispronounce shit all my life. Now, some of it I do unintentionally. Some of it I do to piss you guys off because weak-minded people really just don't like that. But this Berserk piece, I wasn't as stoked on, and I bought it actually when the creator of Berserk died because I thought maybe it'd be an investment and value would go up, but the more I see it, the more I absolutely love it. And that also includes Balrog vs. Gandalf from Prime One Studio. This, as a hint, will be on my list in a few days. Absolutely magnificent piece. It seems like every collector that got him thought he was fantastic. I just have the regular version because I didn't care for the exclusive version, but I am very stoked to get this piece. Prime One Spinosaurus, also on a boat. Been waiting for this guy for a long time, and I've seen some collection photos overseas. Did not disappoint, so I will bring a review to him. I'm going to have him square off against the Prime One Studio Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is a post-video edit because I forgot about this one because it shipped from Prime One Studio almost 4 months ago. So I assume it's on a container. And if you recall, I actually bought the Iron Studio one while I was waiting. But this Prime One Studio 1/15 scale Triceratops hopefully comes because it's been on a boat for 4 months. Prime One Studio 1/3 scale Harley Quinn. This guy has been delayed, or girl has been delayed, for probably 18 months. I think it was supposed to come out 18 months ago, but it does have December to January as the shipping date on Sideshow's website, at least the time I'm filming this. So I've had a spot reserved for her for such a long time, and she will be the quintessential Harley, which I think is pretty incredible considering all the options that are offered for a Harley. I think this one is the best. My first J&D piece should arrive. This is Wonder Woman, as portrayed by Gal Gadot. So very excited to have this piece, despite the fact it's from a movie I didn't really care for. I do like her portraying Wonder Woman, and I bought this before I actually saw the movie, so I do regret it a little bit. But I have no doubt this statue will be amazing. You guys have seen me post about this custom Spider-Man Venom dial. I think one of the most elaborate pieces out there. I cannot wait to get this and probably spend 2 hours assembling it. But I speculate this guy will be on the list for best statues next year when I do it in December of 2022. Master Grade Frieza was delayed. Supposed to ship in Q4. I was told it was supposed to ship in December or January now. So hopefully it comes. I'm almost done completing my Dragon Ball Z collection. And honestly, it's been so long since I watched Dragon Ball Z. I think the statues are amazing, but I don't have as much attachment to them. I heard this Dark Side on Throne is supposed to ship. So this one may not come because it depends on the shipping method. The boat and the ports may back it up a little bit, but it's definitely shipping this month. So hopefully I can bring that to you. Another great addition to my awesome Throne collection, in my opinion. Very rarely do I say this, but I think I have some of the coolest Throne statues out there. There's a few other collectors that also have great setups regarding that, but I can't wait to show you in the room tour that's coming either at the end of January or beginning of February. This traditional classic Magneto here, I actually bought when I was collecting a whole bunch of Magnetos. It's a custom. It's 1/4 scale, so it takes a long time to get here, but I did pay for the shipping, so hopefully it will come in this upcoming month. Very stoked to have this Pete, despite the fact that I'm not... Did I say Pete? Yeah. Peace! I've had too much wine here. Despite the fact that I am actually getting away from a ton of Magneto statues, I think I just need 2 or 3. The Joaquin Phoenix Joker Bust from Queen Studios is supposed to ship. Again, it probably depends which shipping method I pick, whether it's express or C option. But this one has one of the best bases I've ever seen in a bust, so I have no doubt that it will not disappoint. Pure Arts says their liquor statue from Resident Evil will arrive. Now, I bought this right before I decided to retire and refine and sell half my collection, so it no longer will go with it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. When it comes in, I'll review it for you guys, and hopefully I don't love it too much, but I am doing some stuff to move some stuff around, so maybe I'll find a place to keep it, maybe I will not. This custom Venom is also supposed to ship. Again, it probably depends whether I choose express or C shipping. I have it completely paid off. I think they're doing the QC process right now. This one I bought on hype, but I think the end product will be one of the best Venom statues out there. The last piece I have is the Sentinel number 2 we talked about. So Sideshow hasn't shipped it. I bought it about a week ago, but I understand they're backed up, and I'm not in a hurry anyway because it's not necessarily a new piece. But I need to figure out where I'm going to display that in the original piece, and hopefully I can track down number 1. But that's kind of the summary of what I have coming. I'm pretty conservative, especially with a lot of custom pieces. As you may or may not know, Chinese New Year is starting soon, so that stops everything in China. But it's going to be a stellar Q1. So let me know in the comments below if you have something cool coming up in the month of January. Whether it is an awesome collectible coming, maybe a cool experience. Maybe you're going to go buy what your wife didn't fucking buy you for Christmas, a martini machine, and that's all you fucking wanted. And she kept asking you, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? So you finally tell her and she says, no, that's too expensive. Maybe that'll happen. But I say to do that because I read every single comment, and I love to see what's going on with you guys, and it could win you a statue. That we're getting very close to the next giveaway. We will be giving all of these statues away, plus additional ones at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Happy New Year, guys. I hope it is better than 2021. And remember, it's what you make of it. So I really appreciate you watching. Please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. Over half of you haven't. In the meantime, check out some of these other videos. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, I just stuttered, but get over it. Take care.